This is We Are Flatbush. Everybody tuning back in. Thank you, thank you. We have my man Kleptomaniac in the building. Klep is in the building from Junior Mafia. Flatbush representative. We left off. I mean, for the people that's now tuning in, the people that now tuning in, we have my man Klepto. We was on for an hour. You know, Instagram cut us off. Huh?
I said it seemed like about 25 minutes. I don't know where that hour went.
Yeah, you know, this Instagram, they be on their bullshit. But we rocking for another hour if we could, because we talking to a legend right here in Flatbush. Everybody that we put on this platform is a legend, because that means you made it through Flatbush, through the thick and the storm. You know what I'm saying? We all came from the muds of Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? We all did the bad, we all did the good, we all did the ugly. So we talking about our experience that we went through, and we talking about what we went through, what we going through these days today. So now we got my boy here. He was talking about the stories coming up in Flatbush, the G&A days, his selling apartments, selling houses, and meeting the notorious B.I.G. Where we left off at that you met B.I.G. and at the tunnel, okay? And you know, you driving around with B.I.G., with meeting Pac, meeting Nas. They driving around in your Q45.
Yep.
This is all facts. So when did you meet Junior Mafia now? Since you met Big, when did you meet Junior Mafia?
Yeah, so how that came about, like I said, C's was there. C's was with Chief Del Vec when I first met Big. So then he told me, like, we came by his house, and everybody hung out at his house. This is when he was living on St. James in his mother's house in the back. Okay. So he had a room in the back, so everybody would just be there for like hours, just like chilling out in his house, listening to music, smoking. So yeah, so that's how I met everybody else. And then we started doing demos. We started doing demos in Daddy-O's house. Yeah, Daddy-O from Stetsasonic, of course.
All right. Before we even go there, you know what I mean? I'm a dude from the streets, and you coming from Flatbush, right? And Biggie's from Bed-Stuy, and all his friends is from Bed-Stuy.
Right.
And you ain't grow up with Big.
Right.
You know what I mean? You wasn't a dude that knew. I mean, you just met Big in the club.
Right.
And he ended up having a liking to you. Right. Now he bring you around his crew that he grew up with, Bed-Stuy dudes, which Flatbush and Bed-Stuy dudes is totally two different types of guys. All right? So now he bring you around these Bed-Stuy guys. Now you already said you out here pushing a Q45. You got all the fly shit. You know what I mean? You're doing your 1-2s. And now you're going around these dudes. Now, let's keep it real. Was it a kind of attention, or was it kind of bad vibes when you came around?
Oh yeah, definite. I mean, but that's normal, like young boy street stuff. We was all young, so of course they're gonna look and see and say, yo, who this new dude Biggie with? They don't know me, so it take time. Like I think any circle, when you moving like that, you're not gonna, like, people not just gonna accept anybody right into a situation. That's just, I mean, it is what it is. That's just life. So I saw that. So yeah, so it was a little bit of that going on. But then as we grew older, like all of that subsided. But back then, like you had like, and then they would see like me and Big would just be hanging out a lot. So it was like, oh yeah, why he only with Klep? But me and him, we kind of connected. And the only reason why it didn't elevate to a certain level, like I was so deep rooted in the streets, I couldn't move the way he wanted me to. Like he wanted me to come on the road. But I was self-sufficient. Like I had a lot going on, and I had a lot of stuff to take care of. So yeah,
a lot going on, my brother.
Yeah, I couldn't just up and move, even though I wish I could have, but I couldn't really up and really move. So.
And it was Biggie say so. If B.I.G. rock with you, we rock with you. Okay, that's what C said. Yeah. C said, Biggie say so.
Now, C definitely was real cool. Like, see,
I mean, but he met you the first night with Big, so it was kind of, you breaking up a little bit. But
yeah, we were young, like super young. But like I said, C's might not have seen like everything that was happening, because C's was C's. I don't even remember how old you was then. You was super young, but it was like the older people, like, yo, why you moving around with Klep? Like yo, yeah, you got like you doing that, and like I said, it just took time. It took time to really gel, which was norm, which was the norm, yeah.
All right, so like, okay, so I mean, because I'm walking through this step by step. So like I said, you met C's and Big at the same time.
Right.
So if you can remember, who was one of the first members you met in Junior Mafia that you clicked to, besides C's?
Let me see. That's a good question. I think it was all equal because we were all hanging out. Like we were all hanging out until we started going on the road, and then mind you, everybody, the rest of Junior Mafia, they were on like St. James, like they would constantly be there. I'll be making moves, and then I'll come check in. Yeah.
C said banger. He said you got closer, banger, closer.
Yeah, on the road, and then after, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so me and Bang, we were cool because you know what, Bang used to be wild, so they used to put me and Bang together. so they see, you know I'm gonna keep it real, see. So they'll put me, like, if we're on the road, they're like, yo, let's put them two together. So of course, me and him, we ended up clicking, which is good. Yeah, we was young. Like the reality of it is, come on, man, we was young teenagers. We didn't know much. All we knew was the streets and what we were growing to elevate into. We can't sit out there like, yo, we were.
I mean, Big C. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta look at it like, I mean, I'd say you have to look at it, but Big, the way I see it, that Big came in the game, he's seen what it was to make money, and he's like, wait, all you need is a group. So he's like, yo, let me get my crew of dudes. He got a bunch of crew of dudes together. He put them together, and here comes you now from Flatbush in a club, and you just do another. He just added you to it, and he went all out for y'all. Like, you don't see that much going on in the game now. Like what Big did, you don't really see that much go on. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see that much going on. Klep would be boosting on the road, keep pushing.
Oh shit.
See, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
Let's see.
Chill out, bro. We know what the man, the real Flatbush head that's on this live that know you, we know what you used to do. Right. We ain't gonna blow it up, but at the end of the day, my man changed his life 130%. Right. And he's doing good things, you know what I'm saying? So tell us something like, okay, boom. Like I said, you met Junior Mafia, you banger. All right. You had, back in the day, you know what I mean, you ain't had too much female rappers. So now you had Lil Kim in your squad. Right. This short girl, a little feisty. You know what I'm saying? How it was with Lil Kim when y'all was coming up? How it was?
I mean, it was cool. Like I said, Big put everybody together, and my situation was different because I was placed into it, but they all knew each other. So we just went in and did our best to do what we had to do. Like that's the best way to sum it up. Like we connect for the studio time. We'd have photo shoots. So, and then Kim was moving around. Like Kim was running around with her girls. And then, like I said, Season and they was on the block doing whatever they do. So, and then like I was in making moves. Like I'll be around Franklin. I'll be back in Flatbush. Like I'll be like.
Might be amazing.
But we'll converge. We'll converge at St. James. Yeah.
All right, so now let's get to the music. So when Big decided to say he wanted to form this group, did he handpick y'all? Because I know we know he picked you from the club. So with all the rest of the guys, he handpicked the groups and say, "This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah, he grew up like they all grew up with each other. So that's how it was presented to me. Like Big had that vision for Junior Mafia before, and it already started. Like if you see photos, you see them pictures with the Sixes and all of this before that. So he would rap and say Junior Mafia, but I just happened to meet him right when he was ready to start launching everything. So like the timing, like I said, for me, it wasn't intentional, but it was perfect. Like it was like right, like it wouldn't have been. I felt like it wouldn't have been as fully organic if I came in 6 months later. But it's like I came in right when
at the right time.
Like when they're like, remember, like, okay, everybody get to the starting line. Like right when they were getting to the starting line and get ready to go on your mark, get set, go. I came to the starting line. So
you came right in the beginning, right at the
So
beginning.
that
You didn't
timing
come
was
in the
good.
mix, you
But
with the mix.
yeah, but the vision and what he was doing was in play before. So and then it just came through, which was good.
So let me ask you a question. I mean, I know y'all had a lot of songs on this album, right? Yeah, Players Anthem and all that. Now, did Biggie ever write your rhymes? I mean, I want to ask you that question because the rumor is Biggie wrote everybody rhymes.
I was always a lyricist. Like I just couldn't. I just. It was funny. Like I didn't even know that people wrote rhymes for other people until when I started getting more in the game and learning that aspect. But I never ever liked. I always wrote. I always was a lyricist. Like I always liked to write, do metaphors, and just write.
Okay, but looking back now, would you want Biggie to write a rhyme for you?
Nah, because I felt like if I was in the mix, like if I got the opportunity to be in the mix, I'm gonna spit it for my environment. Like for instance, and Steve know we got a lot of songs that's not released. Yeah, we got a lot of songs that's not released. So if we let go some of those songs, me and Banger, we got songs. Pinky Rings, we got a bunch of, like, me and Cheek, we did a bunch of songs. Down Pieces to Supermodels, like it was like we got like so many different. We probably got, and it's sad because I can't find a lot of those songs.
Well, you know, I found one of your songs you did with Big, and you was like, oh.
Yeah, and that came from another song, but we took Big vocals from that, and I did another song from that. Like, we probably got like about 20, 30 songs that's not released, that if we can get in and tweak them, and some of them are ready to go, and then some that,
I mean, he said Big, Little C said Big only wrote for him, and everybody else wrote their rhymes in the group.
Yeah, I think that was in the beginning, but then C started writing for himself. Like like when Big wasn't there anymore, C started writing for himself. So
Little Kim writing for herself also?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Little Kim was writing for herself also then.
No, she wrote for herself and Big wrote for her. Like everybody had the skills to write. But if Big wrote something, I just didn't want to do it. Like I just me personally, I didn't want to do it. Not that it was anything wrong with it, because like I said, when I got in the game, I started learning, like, that's what people do. Like, that's what it is. It is what it is. You just don't know because you on the outside look. Like they said, Drake had people writing songs from, but you listening to Drake and you don't know. But not saying he's not a talented writer, but if somebody gave him something, he gonna spit it. So yeah, so it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, yo, man, even though Big wrote rhymes like for C's and things like that, I mean, C's, yo, even C's, you sounded good. Me personally, I really don't find nothing wrong. Like even with the Drake and Meek Mill beef about I don't see nothing wrong when you collaborate and making music. Right. I really don't see nothing wrong in that. Kim wrote rhymes but Kim took some verses from Big. He definitely was a writer.
Yeah,
definitely. Thank you for saying that.
Everybody had the skills to write. Like even when we did Riot Music, C's wrote a lot, and he didn't even write. He did most of it memorized. So
see, so I'm glad we clearing up the air for a lot of the people, because people always had a perception of Biggie wrote all of y'all rhymes, especially, you know what I mean, everybody's rhymes. So I'm glad Little C's and you are clearing up the air that, you know what I mean, he didn't write all of y'all rhymes. You know what I'm saying? He wrote some, but he didn't write all. Right. And that's proof, because after he died, unless he had 1 million rhymes in y'all niggas' accounts, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all had all the books, you know what I mean? Y'all had to keep the pen game going somehow.
Right.
Klep note.
Pretty much.
That's what C said. Klep note. So now let's go a little bit. Now we got the Junior Mafia. So tell me an experience when y'all was making this album. Tell me something bad that happened while y'all was making this album that you can remember, and tell me something good that would happen when y'all was making this album.
The bad, which, like, you know me, I ain't gonna bite my tongue. The bad is we signed a messed up contract. Like that's the bad. Like,
you signed a TLC contract?
that was the bad. But other than that, we were young, having fun, and we had great vision, and we knew what we wanted to do. So yeah, what did C say? What'd you say, C? We can write a song without us around and send it to everybody. It was dope. We were keeping the song the way it is. Yeah, here you go.
Steve, I think I might have to keep you on. Steve, you might have to go on live with me right after Klep, man. You have to go on with Steve after this.
I might have to jump out. Cease. Give a thumbs up if you want me to jump out for 5-10 minutes and let you jump in, man.
Cease, you want to jump in for 5-10 minutes, man?
I'll start typing. Let me know. For real, I'm that.
He's got the answers tonight, boy.
He said Klep was our manager.
Klep was our manager.
Y'all ain't listen to me. They like, man, we can
I said, no, fuck it, Klep. Klep, so tell me about the tour life, man. Tell me about the tour life, being on the road with Biggie and Junior Mafia.
It was all new to me. See, I think the good thing, C's got a good taste of it because he got to move around. Oh yeah. Okay, 3 minutes. C's got 3 minutes. All right, when you I'm gonna step out and let my broski jump in because I know everybody want to hear from C's. So.
Oh my God, little C's about to jump in.
Yeah. So
continue, brother. Continue. Yeah. So we want to hear about your tour life.
C's got a taste of it because. He went on the road with Big, which was great. Yeah, and me and between I tell you, C's, I was mad I couldn't go on the road. Like I wanted to go on the road, but like I said, I was so stuck into what I was doing, and I just couldn't. But C's he got up and went, so that was great. That was great. So I remember when Big came back from his first tour, he was like, "Yo, man, I miss you, dog. I wish you could have came, yo." Da, da, da. But I couldn't. And that's when my world went in a little different because I couldn't be there. And I take responsibility for that. I couldn't be there, so it looked like I was distancing myself, but I wasn't. But I just was caught up in whatever I was caught up in. But
Bam Vito, what up, Bam Vito? He jumped in the live too.
Yeah.
Another young MC from Flatbush, young MC. But okay now, I mean, like so you saying that so I know you went on a road with Big. You never went on a road with Big at all?
Yeah, we did that for the Junior Mafia album.
Sometimes I went on a road with Big, something happens.
No. But when Big was doing his tour,
his tour, okay.
Yeah, like when he first launched out. But then we did a Bad Boy tour so we got the Junior Mafia with. I think we did that tour with us, Naughty by Nature. I remember Loonies because I used to run around with the guy Yuck Mouth. Yuck Mouth was the man, so that's when Loonies had 5.
You talking about Yuck Mouth from Oakland?
Yeah. Me and him, we used to be battling with gear because he was fly. So I'd come through fly, he'd come through. So we be stunting on each other. So Yuck Mouth, he was doing this thing. So we had Naughty by Nature. Shout out Trex, Benny, KG. So and Mary J. Blige. We was on tour with me. Yeah, what am I talking about? We was on tour with Mary J. Blige, Jodeci.
Hold. You mentioned some names, and a name just clicked in my head.
Aaliyah. We got kicked off our biggest tour.
Hold on. Don't jump over that. What happened? Why y'all got kicked off the tour?
I can't remember, but I'm gonna tell you, yo, Mook.
I'll be wait to Steve come on here. We ask Steve. We'll ask Steve. We'll ask Steve why y'all got kicked off. But a person just came to my head.
My son.
Aaliyah.
So I remember what I used to do. Like I said, we was young, so they used to hate it. So after every big show, we'd be on the mic. So I'd be on the mic like after party, we at the Marriott, blah, 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 blah. So after party, we at the so now by the time we leave the show and we get back to the hotel, it's just a mob of people in the hotel lobby. You know, so that was my thing, yo. That was crazy. Yo, C's, when you got C's, come jump in. Hold
on. Before he ain't coming, he ain't finished rolling his blunt. So tell me something about, I'm going to mention a name to you. And I'm going to mention one name. I'll mention 2 names. First name is Aaliyah. Okay. Tell me something about Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, man, greatness, man. Greatness, an angel, man. Love that girl, man. Like that she's so real, so genuine, really talented. Yeah, love Aaliyah. That was the second single, Junior Mafia, we had with me, Aaliyah, Kim, and Trife. Need You Tonight. Yeah, that was a big hit, man. Big hit. I love her
That was a,
family. Like
big,
it's an
that was a
early
nice
connection.
song. Need you
Yeah.
tonight.
Her family, they showed me a lot of love, man. They loved my lyrics, which was good. So
I remember the first time seeing that shit, and I seen your ass rapping on it. I was like, look at my nigga
yeah. I was there rapping.
Look at my nigga. Yo, tell me. So before we go, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna throw some names out to you. Special Ed, DJ
Okay.
Action.
Yeah.
Tell me something about DJ Action and Special Ed.
But they were instrumental to my career, pretty much, because right when I got back in the game, when I say not even in the game yet, when I started back rapping, which was probably early '94, I can't remember exactly, but early '94, I started back rapping because I used to be off and on trying to get on for years. I tried to get on, I'll stop, be in the streets doing what I'm doing, and jump back in. Like, you know what? Let me jump back in. So I used to go to Special Ed Studio on Utica Avenue. I think it was Utica, like Avenue M. He had Dollar Cab Lab. Yeah.
You looking like Avenue K or L, some shit like that.
Like over there, yeah. So
shout out to Special Ed, my dog.
Yeah, Dollar Cab Lab. So I would go to his studio and just do demos. I was doing demos. So then when I met Big, I started bringing Big over there. And then they did 3 songs on the album. Like I would go to their studio. They produced 3 songs. Ed produced "Oh My Lord," which was a duet with me and Big. That got the Fat Tape on Source magazine. You know, Fat Tape is they pick what's the hardest song on the album.
Right.
Yeah. So he said "Close to King's Plaza." Yeah, Ed's studio was close to King's Plaza. Yeah. So
before Avenue N, I remember.
Yeah. So that got the Fat Tape in the Source magazine. "Oh My Lord," that was produced by Special Ed. And then my single, my solo joint, Lyrical Wizardry, DJ Action, Ed's DJ produced that too, and he produced Murder One's. Like Murder One's beat, when I heard that, like it was just phenomenal. So like I said, and I had Big up in there. That we'd all go to the studio. We'll bring it out. So it's kind of cool. Because the group, we were from different areas. Like I was from one side of Brooklyn, there's from another side, but then we were bridging the 2 sides, which was kind of dope.
Again.
Yeah, it was dope.
So wait a minute. So now I just thought of some shit too, because I know Tupac. I know Special Ed did a song for Tupac on his album. I think it was Apocalypse Now. So now I'm seeing where the chemistry came from. If you brung Big there, and then Big did some shit there, and then Pac must have Big must have brung Pac over there.
Nah, apparently it's funny. Like they went in different times, because I think the Pac joint might have been before all of that, because remember Ed had relationships and
I know my boy. Yeah.
Action produced something for Pac. So I know they did that. Everybody used to be there. Like when I did "Oh My Lord," Busta Rhymes was in the studio. I spoke earlier when I came out the booth laying my verse for Lyrical Wizardry. Buckshot Shorty was in there, and I know him from Franklin. We all knew each other from Franklin. He didn't even know I rap. So he heard Lyrical Wizardry and was hearing the lyrics and hearing somebody spitting. So he in there like listening, like, damn, who this? And then when I come out the booth, he sees me, and then he like, oh yo, and then we just took it from there. So everybody used to be Omar Epps. I think, man, I don't know if you remember Omar Epps. He was trying to do some rap.
Yeah, Omar Epps, the actor, he's from Bushwick, right?
Yeah, he was trying to do some rap.
He was rapping too.
Yeah,
he was rapping.
Yeah, he used to be up in there. It was a couple of people that have passed through Ed's spot. Like I said,
I recorded something in that studio one time. I recorded in there. Yeah. I was trying to rap too. Yeah. So tell me about DJ Clark Kent.
Yeah, Clark executive produced our album. So Clark did a lot. Yeah, Clark had some heat too. Clark had some heat. Like we was doing just Clark used to love my stuff, man. It was funny because back in them times, that's when Jay-Z was rapping fast. So Jay-Z used to be rapping. If you remember, Clark did Jay-Z's first album with Clark was
yeah. He was a part of it. He was.
Yeah. So that time Jay was trying to get on, and Big was doing Junior Mafia, but that's when Jay-Z was rapping fast. So, but then Clark was doing our album. So Clark would be like, yo, Jay, Big one, Jay wants you to hear stuff, Big Jay, but he used to rap fast. But then Clark used to go back and tell Jay, yo, nah, Big only messing with this dude, Klep. And Clark, yeah, like, the truth be told. So Clark used to be like, yo, nah, he rolling with Klep. Like, he messing with Klep. And Foxy know it too. Foxy be telling me that Foxy.
Inga, we talking about Foxy Inga? I gotta get her up here too.
So they
I
know,
gotta
like
get her
I
up
said,
here.
that's when he was rapping real fast. And then next thing you have it, after all that, he starts rapping slower. So we just leave it at that.
Ooh, man, so you give us some little history here. You give us some little history.
I mean that's
was
what
deep.
it was. Yeah. So that was those times.
Wow. All right, so you know, we spinning the block with the Junior. So it's 25 years with Junior Mafia's album.
Yeah.
Right? And you was on Undears. Who else was y'all label mates on that label? I know y'all had some.
I think it was just us, like Undears, and then after Undears, he got the deal for Entertainment, and then he signed Cameron.
Oh, okay, so that was two different labels then.
Yeah, that was two different labels. So we were all
that's two different labels.
Mafia.
Okay. Oh, Little C's, you back. Little C's, you want to talk to you?
C's?
You ready, C's?
Thumbs up if you ready.
No, whoa. So Un had two labels then.
Yeah, So the label he had Undears first, and then he got a different deal. I think Entertainment was with Sony. Yeah, I think Entertainment was with Sony. Yeah. So
one of the illest questions we're gonna ask is right now is why we never heard a full body project from you?
Yeah, I mean, C's about to come in, but with me, like I said, and I spoke about this before, like when we first signed, I didn't want to sign the contract, and I thought I knew a lot. I thought I was smart. I was like, yo, I ain't like the contract, so I wasn't signing. So everybody's like, yo, come on, sign it, Clem, sign it, come on. And on them start getting mad, yo, you better sign it. I'm like, yo, no, I'm not signing this. Yeah, I'm not signing this. So so now I said, fuck it, okay. Everybody want me to sign it. I'ma just sign it and just come in and just rap my ass off and then just do what I gotta do and blow up. So when I signed it, they ain't paid no attention to me really. They're just like, oh, you thought he was slick. Now when you ain't want to sign and you start doing all this and doing that. So, but I had a good thought, and then it just went in a whole different direction. But now that I'm looking, like if I knew the knowledge like I had now, all of us, we could have took responsibility and did what we had to do and blossom. Like we were young. Let me let Season, man. I wish we could have both jumped in the same time.
Yeah, I wish we both. I mean, don't get it twisted, man. We somehow we gonna sit down with you and him and try to get the whole Junior Mafia.
You see, it ain't rain. See, they bluffed us.
Yeah, it ain't rain.
Let me see if we get Season. We're gonna give him like 2 C's. I'm logging off.
C's. I'm gonna log off for Klep for a minute.
When you jump off with C's, I'll jump back in and say my
say that. Bye. Steve, put a request in. C's, put a request. Oh my God, man. People, yo, we are Flatbush, man. I need Little C's to put a request in. Little C's, put a request in, man, so we can talk to you real quick. I appreciate everybody for logging on to We Are Flatbush, man. This is a powerful conversation we have right here, right now with my man Kleptomaniac. That was his first name, Kleptomaniac. Little C's is in the building. Oh my God, I can't believe he's talking to Little C's right now. Little C, Junior Mafia, representing Booktown, Mac 11's Duck Down. C's, what's moving? What's cracking, C's?
Yeah.
Let's deal, man. Appreciate you just for touching on with We Are Flatbush. I know you're a best-style dude, but we salute you.
I'm Flatbush
and we honor you.
I'm Flatbush.
Are you
I live in Albany and Rutland, man. I'm Flatbush too.
Oh shit!
I'm right around the corner from Albany Manor, man. One way in and one way out.
Get the fuck out of here, C's. You was over there living?
I lived there for like 5 years.
I never knew that, C's. Never. Never knew that.
I'm Flatbush down too. I think I lived in every borough in Brooklyn, man. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man, Caesar Leo from the bush.
No doubt, dog. I had 5 years in the bush, man. 5 years in the
Yo,
valley.
people, do y'all hear Caesar Leo's from the bush? I'm salute Caesar Leo from the
Klep, no,
bush,
one day
man.
Klep came to my crib. We sat in front of Albany Manor while everybody was coming out, and 2 cars smashed into each other. Niggas start popping at each other, and me and Klep was just sitting there laughing and shit. I'm like, yo, dog, I'm going to the crib. You know how they get over here at night, man. You know, the West Indians,
That's
they come
real.
out, shit get lit. You dealing with the Haitians, Jamaicans, the Trinis, the Guyanese. Shit get real over there. You know
It get real, boy. You know it, I mean? It get real, boy. So, C's, man, yo, we got you here for a quick minute, man. So tell us about the 25th anniversary of the Conspiracy album. Tell me about the time. I mean, we know you ran with Big Hard Body.
Yeah.
So let's touch about the Conspiracy album real quick. What was your best moments of that album? What was your best moment?
My best moments, I think, was just the video shoots. You know, because it was outside. It was like after all the work was done. You know, when you go to video shoots, it's the champagne is coming out, the chicks is coming out. We go be in the big ass crib, the whips is out. You know, it's just that vibe, just everybody just kind of celebrating and just partying. It was like after the work was done, that was like our celebration. We're on these video sets and everybody happy. We not splitting big money no more. We all got our own bread now. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a whole different kind of mood. And just like you said, we was young. Not knowing what was really happening at that time, we were just trying to really embrace it and just like, you know, enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy the festivity.
Yeah.
And I mean, how old you was? How old you was when you was running around? Because Big always talked about you. And you the young dude. So how old you was when you was running with Big?
Well, I was 16 when we signed.
I told you was 16 when you signed. So, so that means you was like 14, 13 running around with Big?
When he was doing all the mixtape stuff, the Dolly My Baby, the Real Love, and the Dreams of Fucking the R&B Chick, I was like 14, 15. I was definitely 15 when Ready to Die came out because we came out the year after. He came out in 94, and we had a deal, and we was out the year after in 95. So I was 16 when I did my first deal because that was one of the situations that we knew when we signed our contract, we supposed to have a legal guardian there, somebody older to overlook it. We didn't have none of that shit there. We signed.
Oh, wait, so hold on. When he signed his contract, he had to get a guardian for you?
You're supposed to have somebody of age to like, you know, to oversee your contract and your situation. We just had the lawyer, like, yo, how much we get if we sign right here? Just sign this, and we get that. Oh, okay, we signing that shit. That was the only one that used to be like, yo, nah, I'm not signing that. I want to take that to another lawyer. And we used to be cussing that nigga out like, yo, my nigga, sign this contract so we get this bread, nigga.
Word up, man. That's it.
I'm trying to tell y'all, let's get somebody to oversee this and look at it. Klep was just being sharp and being smart because Klep was a little more older than us, and he was just playing that game. So that's why we beef sometimes. Like, yo, this nigga don't want to sign a contract. Hey, yo, y'all, we about to flip off.
You don't want to sign a contract, and y'all want that bread.
You know what I mean? He was doing the right thing, and some of us is grasping to it. Some of us is not. You know what I mean? Like, but he was really on point. Like, yo, nah, let's not sign this. Let's get somebody else to look at it, see what it is, and then let's go.
He said, but Klep said the worst thing about it was signing that contract. Do you agree with him?
Definitely. Because if we knew what we knew now, we'd have definitely structured the contract different. But at the end of the day, like you said, that money looked like a lot of money compared to kids coming from the neighborhood that ain't have shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you ain't got nothing, and somebody offering you 10 grand.
10 grand, you sign right here, you get 10 grand and promising you all these other things. It was like, all right, we signing that shit. You know what I mean? So wait, I mean, not to be, I mean, you breaking up a little bit, but I know, not to be, I'm curious now. How much was y'all budget? I'm just curious. Cause I mean, just curious. How much is the budget? Budget?
Pause. Yeah. Or your deal, the deal or the budget. Come on. Yeah.
Hold on, let me just turn.
You breaking up. Where that spliff at? We got Caesar Leo in the building. Junior Mafia, Bucktown, representing Bucktown. Who knows, Klep say? Who knows? Caesar still pausing on me. You still pausing on me. We have Junior Mafia, Klepto in the building. We have Junior Mafia, Little C's in the building. You never know who might jump in, and we are Flatbush, man. You never know. We doing it real big out here for our team. I mean, Little C's will be back, so we have some type of connection. We are Flatbush, man. We do it for the people, man. We try to get these lives going, like to conversate with the people. All boroughs, all sides. You know what I'm saying? We just out here touching to the people, man. I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. We just love what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Caesar Leo, where you at? Representing Bucktown. He's back. He's back. Caesar Leo, face a pop. Lick me after. I will do that. Chaz, what's up? Tennis court. Flatbush, Vanderveer, what's up? Big up to all my Flatbush people. Best side in the house.
Big up the best.
Yeah, see.
Flatbush. Big up the Brownsville. East
Ooh, day all day.
Williamsburg. Coney Island. Bay Ridge.
It's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn. This say Brooklyn. Bucktown. So let's go back to let's go back to the Junior Mafia days. So we asked Klep, and you answered that. You said that Biggie only wrote your rhymes.
Yeah. Because I was the only one.
So let's play that in. Biggie only wrote your rhymes.
Yeah, because I was the only one that wasn't really a writer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like and Nino, like we was broken down to 4 groups in Junior Mafia. Klep was a solo artist. Then you had Kim, and then you had the Snakes, which was Stripe and Larceny. Then you had the Sixes. That was me, Nino, Chico, Bugsy, and Capone. Nino, Bugsy, and Capone are cousins. They lived in the same building. Okay. Chico lived a block away from him, and I live in the same block as Nino and them. So we was like the original Mafia, because we were just his homeboy. We right. Group thing with music. So once just friends from around the way. Yeah. So once he started doing the music thing, that's when he found Klep. That's why the whole thing with Klep said it was just perfect timing for him. Because while Big was really putting the group together musically, Klep came around and fit right in. At the right time. He came at the right time. Yeah, so that's how Mafia was. Hold on, Steve. Before you even get to that, the night when you met Klep, when Klep met Big, you was there. Yeah. What was that vibe about? He jumping in the cars and all that. Tell me, I want to hear that experience too. It wasn't nothing, because at the end of the day, it was like, like I said in the comments, whatever Big chose to deal with, we was kind of rolling with it, because, we kind of went with everything that he was going with, because everything he was doing, working at that time. So it's like, if he like, yo, this is my man, all right, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It wasn't like, yo, Big, who is this guy or this and that? It was like, nah, Big, like, yo, this is my nigga Klep. He get busy. Niggas like word, niggas heard him rap. Niggas like, oh yeah, he get busy. All right, okay. You know and that's official, you know what I mean? That's official. Yeah, that's official, because that means you respect your man's word. That means you respect Big that much, and he respect you for he tell you that's my man, and I fucks with him, you're like, all right, cool, it's over with, conversation's over, that's my man. If Klep tell you his man, and Klep, and I fuck with Klep like that, you my man. You don't have to put the time I put in with Klep. If he's saying, yo, this is my brother, dog, all right, you my brother then. That's just how it goes. Oh, okay. So it was an automatic taken from there, because I was with the program. I was the program gonna go, I'm with it. You saying he's part of this? He part of it. Let's embrace him. Yo, Klep, come on, come down the way, my nigga. Come kick it with us. Or I jump in the car, come to Canarsie, Flatbush, and kick it with him. You know what I mean? We just started to make that bond. Once Big already made them in, we just embraced them in. But of course, like he said, it's a little light bullshit, but it wasn't nothing the way he felt like it was uncomfortable. I had to ask that question because that way, like he couldn't pop up and be around. It was the niggas that didn't rap. Coming from Flatbush, yo, C's, I remember Sweet Six. I'm talking to you now. I remember. I don't know. I can't remember the block specifically, but it's around the corner from Big, or 2 blocks, and it had a payphone on the corner, right? And me and my man stopped at that payphone back in the day. Some girls was right there on the porch. Was like, yo, they look at us, we hollering at them, and the girls are like, yo, y'all ain't from out here. We like, well, how you know? They're like, that's the way y'all dress. We know y'all from Flatbush or Crown Heights. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, how the fuck you know from the bush? She said, the way you dress. Niggas over here don't dress like that. I'm like, what?
They don't wear polo. They don't wear Guess. I mean, it's just fatigue coats and champion hoodies.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
You know?
And it's ill because we can only be 15 minutes from each other, and it's a whole different ball game.
A whole totally different vibe.
Flatbush always been like niggas that was into fashion and fly. Like even to this day, you see a nigga, he got on Giuseppe's, all that fly shit. You like, yo, you from Flatbush, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you see that shit, you like, yo, y'all niggas from the bush. Y'all somewhere from that side, East Flatbush. Y'all niggas too fly. Y'all niggas is trippy from head to toe. And it was like best style was more like you said, champion hoodies. The, you know, we 40 below.
Champion hoodies, fatigue coats, black Tims.
Yeah.
What else? What, black Scullies?
Hair braided, half into the afro. You know what I mean? Like it was
looking the part, looking real thorough, grimy. You know what I mean? Like people saying it's fact. These are the facts.
Yeah.
So Steve, man.
But we was very adaptful to things because Big was very adaptful to shit. You gotta understand, Big was West Indian too, so he understood a lot of that.
He's our old boy. Wait, hold on. Where you from, C's? Where your family background from? I never knew that. Where your family background?
I was born here, but my mom's is from Birmingham, Alabama, and my father's from.
Oh, so you're a Yankee. You're American. You're American.
Yeah. Everybody.
So Labor Day, you wear an American flag.
Everybody think I'm Jamaican because they think I'm Big Cousin. So they like, yo, you Big Cousin? I'm like, nah. All the documentaries just always said that. I'm like, yo, I'm not related to Big. I'm American. Big is for Jamaican, 100%.
Yeah, Big is Jamaican. You was American. We all knew that. I mean, them boys just talking out there. They don't know that you was, because we all knew. I figured that you was from America, but I was like, your family kind of a little background. But now you telling me you Alabama. You know, you ham hock, chicken, fried chicken, yam, macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? And biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
But I grew up on the roadies and oxtails.
Oh yeah, I'm like, come on, man. You're around Big. You're around Big. You know what I mean? The roti, the curry goat.
She used to cook it every day, and he cooked. He knew how to cook. That's Clep. B.I. knew how to
cook. Wait. Big knew how to cook?
B.I. cook you fish. He'll cook you stewed chicken. All type of shit, dog. Cause he.
Well, hold on. Make it clear. Let the people know what B.I.G. used to cook. Tell what B.I.G. used to. Break it up, see.
You know what I mean? Him and his folks are super tight. So he used to be watching her cook, or he'll call her. We used to be at the crib in Jersey, like, yo, Mom, how you do this? How you do that? How much seasoning I put on this? Put on that. That nigga was a chef, dog. That nigga used to get busy, bro. For real. Ex-Clep.
Ooh, the B.I.G. used to get busy? I like that. I wish I could have tasted one of them meals right there.
No, it used to be bomb.
So which one of Biggie's best dishes you like?
Stewed chicken. He used to get busy with that stewed chicken. Stewed chicken used to be right. The rice and peas.
The white rice?
Nah, peas. Come on, man. We used to do it the real yardie way. We want rice and peas, no white rice. You eating the white rice. Oh, nah. You got to get the original. You know when you go into a Jamaican store now, and you just tell them the meat you want. Like, yo, I want oxtails. They go, rice and peas? Yep. Give me the rice and peas. Yeah, give me the rice and peas.
I like that. So that means that boy, see you eating real good food nowadays. Right? You eat some nice good food when you're around Big.
Yeah, dog.
Some nice good food.
Then I lived in Flatbush, so I used to go to all the Jamaican spots over there.
So what's Jamaican spot you can remember? What spot you can remember from back in the day?
It was a spot when I lived in Albany, man. It was a little small, like hole in the wall spot right across the street. I used to be slamming. No big joint. One of the nice little small spots. So I used to always start to go to those. And then it was one, I think La Trapeze or something like that on Utica in Flatbush.
La Trapeze?
It's still it.
You talking about Albany Manor side over there? I know they had a spot called Orville's over there back in the days too. Do be acting. You going off the thing. So hold on, man. Because I don't want to cut you off because we got like 10 more minutes. So wait, Steve, tell me something about the tour life with you and Biggie, because I want to hear shit about you and Biggie and y'all. So tell me something about the tour life. Tell me the most craziest thing you can remember.
Tour life used to be nuts, dog. I mean,
groupies. I want to hear the groupie talk. I want to hear the groupie stuff. I want to hear the wildest groupie stuff that you went through.
No,
the wildest.
Tour life almost fucked my life up. I thought I would never be with a girl ever in life because the shit we used to do with chicks, man. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something. Big shared that. When Big didn't want to do nothing, he would call one of his guys to help him put in some work. If he ain't feel like fucking, he's gonna call somebody else to come put the work in.
So Lil C got a lot of calls, huh?
Yo, dog, I was always there. When I knew, like, I will leave him with a chick and go in my room, like, and roll him up some weed. Yo, Papa, I'll be in my room. When I know that phone ringing, he like, yo, come up. I know what that means already. I come upstairs. It's lit. All I find out where the rubber's at. Where they at?
So wait a minute. Hold up, Steve. Hold up, man. You making me laugh. See, so you telling me big dog big, getting a shorty. Here come little C's come in and do the damn thing. Like you was getting right? Big bras, small bras. Look what you was getting.
Listen to the rhymes. C's know all his hoes go to my dough.
The
fuck Samo. He's the rapper.
Say that again. One more time.
So little C's, that's the lie, please. Give Honey the pillow. She ain't got the scuff of knees. He used to rap about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
That's my relationship. That's our thing. We turned my mind out to thinking that that's how all women work, because it became regular at one point, you know, like where I knew how to finesse things. You know, a girl wanted to be big so bad, she'd do anything. I just want to be big.
They do anything.
Yeah, so you'll come take care of me and take care of Nino and take care of Klep just to be big? Yes, I would. Oh, come in.
Hey, ladies, do not be mad at us or what not all females are like this, but man, what Caesar's just saying.
Definitely not. We're not talking about.
I mean, what Caesar's trying to say that he was almost scared to wife up any female because girls would do anything to meet a celebrity. Anything. Like, yo, I want to meet Big. All right, suck my big toe. Yo, so suck my pinky ring. I mean,
everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have that type of power. Big was just so loved, like, and you gotta think about it. Big wasn't no fucking Albie Shore. He wasn't fucking Devontae. You know what I'm saying?
Man, nigga, Big. Yeah, I use Big line. I use Big line all the time. I'm black and ugly, but however.
And he kept it so real, but he was like super funny. The nigga was super chill, humble as fuck. He was so approachable. I think that's why women used to love him so much, like, because you just walk somebody stopping you, none of that. He might bark on you if you're approaching the wrong way, like, yo, relax, like, chill the fuck out, like. But he was very like real and approachable, like he didn't really trip off. Right. He wasn't a rapper. Nah, he ain't no rapper, dog. Like, cause he was so regular still. You know what I mean? Like, just very normal. He didn't use the job to his advantage. It was like, yo, this is my job. I rap, but outside of that, I want to go back to the block, kick it with the homies. Or I want to bring my whole team on the road. You know what I mean? Or I'm not. He get to Brooklyn.
It looked like he was giving love.
He not going in the club unless all 30 niggas with him go in the club. You know what I mean? He was just one of those.
I mean, it shows that Big was like that because he brung you around. Because I used to say it to myself, like, why Big always bringing this little dude around? So that showed that he had love for the niggas in his hood. He had love for the little homies in the hood. So he's like, yo, fuck it, man. Come on, man. If I'm going to get some paper.
That's how Junior Mafia got started. It was just him trying to get us off the streets. Taking us to the studio, letting us meet people. We was at the shows all the time. And that's what started making him think, like, I'm about to write these little niggas some rhymes.
So, one question I didn't ask you is, how did you meet Big? Like, if you were so young, how did you meet Big?
We grew up on the same block. Like, you know, we all grew up on St. James, but not the same St. James. Like, he lived on this one, and I lived on the St. James in front of him. Me and Nino and Kim lived on the St. James behind him. So we all grew up on this one strip. And Chico lived 2 doors down from him. So all of us, and then Larceny and Tripe, they lived on Cambridge around the corner from us. So we all lived in the neighborhood. That's why the only one that wasn't from our side was Klep.
It's Klep. Yep.
Yeah, Klep.
I want to know if you remember this one. Let me see if you remember this one, see, because I asked Klep. I remember one day I jumped out the train on Franklin and Eastern Parkway, and Klep had the Q45, and the rest of the Junior Mafia was in a two-door Lincoln or a Cadillac or something. You remember that day? Because I remember that day vividly, because I remember, like, I'm like, damn, all these niggas jumped in that two-door shit, and Klep got this fucking Q45. I was like, damn. I was like, shit.
Yo, that Q45 was infamous, bro. That Q45.
What? That shit was serious.
That Q45.
He was pushing that through the hood before he was fucking with y'all. He was like, yo, I mean, I know the nigga from doing what he do, like you said, from Jitty and him and his team. So I seen them come up. I see his whole team come up. From Boyer, he had a team called Boyer, Klep, it was Bill, it was Kenneth. I see all the niggas come up like this.
Yeah, I ain't see y'all. I always ask him about Barrow, and what's my other man he used to be with? They had the curly hair, man. He used to always be with, man. Oh, pretty boy ass nigga. He used to look like Tripe from my group.
You talking about Whoa Whoa? Not Whoa Whoa. It could be Whoa Whoa brother.
But man, those some of the best times right there, man. Those some of our best times.
Definitely some good times, man. Definitely some good time, man. I really appreciate you coming on here and talking with us.
It was great. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, man. I'm gonna definitely have to get you back up here and have some one-on-one with you. We're gonna have to get Klep back here for 2 more minutes. But it was an honor. When I say it's an honor to have you on our live, it was an honor, my brother. And I would love to have you on our live sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
I just said it, Rude Boy.
Rude Boy? Right, let's line it up. Let's line it up, man. I would like to get the whole Junior Mafia if we could. If we could all just, we could link up and we could just chop it up.
I'm gonna make that happen for you, bro. We're gonna make that happen one day, man. And
oh, definitely. Let's do that.
Brooklyn, you know, come on, man. Brooklyn stick together. You know how we give it up. And
Manhattan keeps on making it. Brooklyn keeps on taking it, man. This is the motto we live by.
You was doing something to celebrate our 25 years, so you know, had to step in with you. And
salute. 25 years in the game, and y'all dropped this conspiracy album, man. Y'all dropped some hits, man. Y'all dropped some hits, man. I have to salute y'all for that. You, Little Kim, Klep, Chino, Bugsy, everybody.
And we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get everybody to come through. And we're going to all be somewhere at the same time, and we're going to rock out and do something, man. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Klep, come back in quick, Klep.
I'm finished.
Thank you, C's. Thank you, C's.
You already.
Klep, come back in. My God, man, this live is serious here tonight. Yo, Klep, come back in for like 2 more minutes, man. Let's end this off right, Klep. Oh, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. When I say everybody tuning in for We Are Flatbush, y'all see the shirt. We got 1651s. We got the We Are Flatbush t-shirts coming. We got hoodies. We got sweaters. We got everything coming. Shout out to my team, Face Guard Trail. Shout out to my man Craig, Sonny Winters. Klep coming back in for 2. Come on, Klep, come back in, boys. You know what I mean? Got my man Klep coming back in from Junior Mafia. Oh, man, this is a beautiful live we had here tonight. This is one of them beautiful ones, man.
Yeah,
Klep, man. Appreciate you, Klep, for bringing your boy up in here, man.
We got Caesar Leo stepped in. That was good. That was a good look.
We definitely got to get all of y'all together one day, man. And I never know Caesar's from Flatbush, too, so that makes it more certified. You know what I mean? That it ain't, you know what I mean? You definitely, but I appreciate you for coming on this live tonight. Little C's, I appreciate you, too. Rest in peace to Biggie Small, Junior Mafia. We salute y'all for your 25-year anniversary on the Conspiracy album. Yep. One of the dopest albums that came out in them years. Y'all had classics. Y'all ran around with a legend. Y'all made a mark in the game. And I salute you, brother, man. Any last words you want to tell the people, Klep?
Thanks for having me. It's something that I didn't mention earlier. I was speaking earlier today, and I almost forgot again on this actual call that, man, rest in peace, man, to Chadwick Boseman, man. That one hit home, man. He was an icon for us, man. He definitely was. Rest in peace, brother. As African Americans, man, like rest in peace to that guy, man. To show you got to live life, man. Just live life and enjoy it and do what you're doing, man. This is good. This is good. And I'm glad we connected, man. You see, I hit you up. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's my fault because we were supposed to get together for a while.
I mean, yeah, it was on your fault. We just, we both was busy.
Let me put it out there. We were supposed to get together for a while. So I hit you today, like, yo, what you doing? He's like, yo, man, I gotta do this. I said, nah, today the anniversary. We gonna do this today.
Yeah, he ain't lying,
like,
people.
Yo, I don't know what time. I said, yo, whatever time. If you gotta do it at midnight, if you gotta do it at this time, like, yo.
Nah, the people for real. My man Klep called me this morning.
We doing it on the right day.
Let's get to it. And I was like, all right, fuck it, man.
I said we doing it on the right day, man. I'm glad we finally caught up. We caught up in the right. Everything happens as it should, man. Everything always happens as it should.
Come on, man. I mean, we was busy. Everybody trying to do what they got to do, and like I said, man, I just appreciate you that, you know what I mean. You took the time out. And to jump on the platform and let the people know a little taste of your experience in your life and coming from Flatbush. And you know what I mean? This is what the platform is about. And we here to let the people know the bad, the good, the ugly about Flatbush. And in order to get good, you have to do bad. I always say that. We all had to do bad things. We ain't had to, but we did bad things. And we turned out to do good things for our community. And do good things for ourselves and kids.
It's all part of your story.
I mean, anybody out there looking for a house, if anybody out there looking for a house, a building, or somewhere nice to live, y'all hit up my man, real estate. You know what I mean? Klep,
Terrence, peace, everybody, man. Love y'all all, man. Thanks for taking time to chill out with us, man. We did 2 hours with you guys, man.
We definitely did. Yo, thank you, Klep, man. That's all, man. Thank you. Salute, man.
Peace, everybody.